This is a quick supplemental video about how to use Adobe Express and the setup. There's 2 tutorials or 3 tutorials posted on your Canvas site that go through a little bit more explicit detail, but this one will just help you get set up in case you have questions, and it's a little bit more specific to our particular project. So when you log in, you just go to Adobe Express in your web browser, go to sign in. You can just sign in with your Humboldt account. It should bring you to a page that looks like this. To create a video, you go over here to this top left plus button and you say, I'm going to create a video. And this is at 1920 by 1080, which is basically the resolution of a YouTube video. So this can translate pretty directly to YouTube if you want it to. So I'll hit video, and that'll bring me to this title slide here. On the left, there's your media platform. There's some templates and some stock photos that you can add, including stock videos. You don't really need those for this particular project, but for other projects you might want to use those. Okay, so down here on the bottom, there's our scenes. We want 6 scenes as detailed by the 6 slides in Canvas, or the six points that you want to make. Each one should be 20 to 30 seconds long, have an image, a brief amount of text, and then your audio description on top. So the way you set that up is I'm going to add a photo. I have some photos saved. I have my map here, so I'll add my map of the Eureka Slough, throw that in there, zoom it to about that size. Right, and then I will add some text on top. Let's call this text, add text. Let's call this text Eureka Slough project. Okay, and you can lay this out however you want in terms of the text. I will change this to, let's say, 140. I'll make it right justified. I'll make it white. And I'll add a little drop shadow so it stands out above the map a little bit. Hey, that looks all right. Something like that. All right, and so then down on the bottom, if I play this slide, it's going to be playing for 5 seconds at this point. I'm just going to extend that out. Let's say 15 seconds. Okay, and then I'll add another scene. My next scene, I'll add another photo. So my first slide is the map that I got from the library. My second one will be a picture of the slough. This is the slough entrance at the bridge. This is where water depth is monitored. And I don't really want, my picture does not really fit in the screen very well. I'm just going to kind of zoom it in, kind of put it there. And then my basic research question that I'm going to put here on this second slide is add text. Let's see, my research question is, what impacts will sea level rise have on the Eureka Slough? Let's make this about a 80. Just kind of size it so it looks how you want it to look. I'll put it justified that way. And so, you might have to have a text box or something depending on the background image so it fits nicely, or add some sort of drop shadow or some sort of text effect to make it stand out nicely above. Let's make it balloony. I'm not really sure what this does. Well, maybe I don't want that actually. I'll just make it, yeah, so you don't want that at all. So oftentimes effects are not what you want. Let's go ahead and remove that effect. Let's just go ahead and make it just have a shadow so it stands out just a little bit above that. That looks okay. Right, and so, or maybe I want to squeeze the box a little bit. Yeah, play around with that, right? You basically want each slide to have a simple, an image, and then a simple sentence or a simple statement, and then you'll talk in more detail after or over it. So I'll extend this out so it's about 15 seconds as well. So now I have two 15-second clips. If I were to play it from the beginning, right, it's going to go through this. I'll narrate a thing over it. Then I can adjust the slider so it matches with the audio recording. You can extend it if the audio recording is longer, shrink it if the audio recording is shorter, etc. You can make transitions between the slide if you want, or you can just have it kind of jump cut to the next one, however you want to do it. So we're going to add 6 of those, right? Next one, add a scene. Let's get a little aerial image so I can give it a broader context within Humboldt County. And so on and so forth from there. Okay, so now that once you get you can do this in any way that you want to do it as well. You can do one slide at a time and get it set visually and text, and then do the audio on top of it, or you can get your entire 6 slide pieces set out first and then record the audio on top of it, either way. So I'm going to go back to my beginning slide here, put it about right at the beginning, maybe a second or 2 in, and I'm going to go here to Media, Audio, Record Voiceover, and then it's going to have Start Recording, right? So I'm going to hit Start Recording. My project from the library is looking at the Eureka Slough. I found this historical map of sea level depths from 1903, and my project is to look at how contemporary sea level rise will impact the Eureka Slough. So I finish recording. You can listen to it, go back, decide that you like it, decide that you don't like it, decide that you want to edit it again, refine what you're saying, etc., etc., etc. So that is the basic structure of the how to make a bumper video, right? You can see that it's a little bit longer there, so I can just extend this out so it matches that length. Pretty simple and straightforward. And if I were to hit play, then it would play. I don't know if it would come through the audio from the computer through the microphone. But if I were to hit play, then it would run through that, and then at the transition, it would go to the next audio file, etc., etc. Once you have your 6 and you're happy with it, it should be about 2 to 3 minutes long in total. You go to download. Let's download this as an MP4, which is an audio-visual file. Download that, and that's what you'll upload to Canvas for me to view. Yeah, and if that doesn't work, then we'll create a YouTube. But I think the MP4s will upload to Canvas. So that is the plan. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm right around the corner. All right, bye.